know you try a lot of cases. Do you channel a lot of you being a survivor or early on, and do you kind of push that through during trial as a kind of a motivating force for you?
So yeah, I do identify with my clients as being the underdogs and the person that the doctor didn't listen to, didn't take seriously, disregarded, took advantage of in many ways. The last trial where we got a $21 million verdict was a baby that was born with Hirschsprung's disease. And that mother was trying so hard to go to the doctor, to go to the ER and say something's wrong. My baby is not having bowel movements over and over, and they just disregarded her. They're like, it's okay, it's just constipation. They never listened to her. So I really do kind of take on my client in that way. And when I got up to cross-examine the defendant, the first thing I said is, will you take me seriously?
Wow.
Because you did not take my client. Will you take this court seriously? Will you take this process seriously? Do you think it's fair for you to be sitting here? And do you think it's fair for me as a woman to ask you questions about my client whose baby died because you didn't listen to her?
And do you think, I mean, so when you say defendant, is this the doctor or the hospital that you have off this point?
The doctor.
Wow. And so, I mean, because Mara and I, we don't, do you do any medical malpractice? And I don't do any.
The laws in California were so draconian forever that, you know, nobody really wanted malpractice cases.
Because we have very weird limits on recovery in California. So,
There's no limits on anything in California except MedMal.
yeah, so, but a lot of the really good trial lawyers, and I think that's, you know, we're starting to see these fee initiatives for people to cap the amount lawyers can earn for their clients, and what ends up happening is the best lawyers don't end up representing victims, survivors, and consumers.
Yeah.
It happened in California with medical malpractice cases, and I know by the time this airs, you guys will be facing an initiative here in Alabama.
We are. We're definitely under attack right now. Next week, on Tuesday, we've got some bills dropping that we need the people to know that their rights are being taken away in Montgomery all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's the insurance companies behind these laws that are trying to pass across the country, trying to make it seem like, oh, these plaintiff lawyers, they're greedy, they're making too much money. Let's limit how much they can make. When in reality, the insurance companies are trying to make the plaintiffs, the consumers, have less choice, and the lawyers that are still going to do it for half the price are going to be less skilled, and it's going to make the insurance companies a lot more money. So it's you know, typical insurance company bullshit, but they spin it to where they trick the public.
Yeah, and I think I spend such a big chunk of my practice just turning people down. I'm having to say to them, it's a business decision. I can't take your case because we lose so many of these medical malpractice cases because it's so stacked against the patient. We have a higher burden of proof here in Alabama. We have to prove not only the preponderance of the evidence, but by substantial evidence. We have to convince the unprejudiced thinking mind to the truth of the matter asserted.
Those are just words that just seem like
Gobbledygook.
yeah.